Salutations, everyone. Morning, morning, morning. Welcome to the greatest day of the year. No, it's not true. TR Day. Yay! I do like TR Day, though. TR Day is pretty great. So, polls are open. Twitter.com/SamusGrobo. Of course, you can use the chat. Let me know what you guys want to see. I've limited the builds down to 4. We have Arcane, Archer, EDK, Wizard. That comes from, I think, Loaf. Seems pretty sweet. We have Caster Druid. I think that was a V-Love request. We have a EDK Fista Wiz. That's something I'd like to put together. So that's more of a Samus type thing. I don't know if it's this life that it's going to make the most sense, but I don't know, I thought I'd put it out there and see what people say. And then we have a Alchemist, mostly Bombarder. We'll take a look at leaning that direction. We might do some variations, like some try and X at certain levels and Y at other levels. So we'll kind of see. So I'm going to go through my board here and just start getting things tidied up as we get things going. So currently, according to the Twitter machine, no one likes Caster Druids. It's kind of interesting. All right, so there's the old Twitter box. Hey, good morning, Smash. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you know what? I don't have a Twitch up and running. Let's get that Twitch up and running. Yeah, good. All right, and then I allowed people to vote or make suggestions over the weekend here. But if I see people vote, I'm gonna go ahead and mark it down, and then people can adjust as well. So, but anyone who says I vote for, we will put that in there. So anyway, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. I went over the TR voting here a little bit ago. We'll probably stay open for another half an hour, 45 minutes, the voting. So we'll talk a little bit about the Fire Cleric lessons we learned, etc., etc. I did record a short video. Okay, you guys know me. It's like 30 minutes long. But I did record a little bit of a more in-depth build. So we're not going to talk about it a whole lot. We'll talk about it a little bit here and there. But for the most part, I thought the build was a lot of fun in most places. The places where I feel like I struggled were mostly due to the fact that I was trying to both run and gun and play as with an arty, or as an arty, which doesn't really go together. Like, a lot of arties can run and gun because a lot of them are crossbow focused, or crossbow or repeating crossbow or however focused. But because a lot of people don't really use their rune arms effectively, so we're kind of treating it like treating the rune arm kind of like a spell. And when you did that, I think it actually worked a lot better. Anyway, all right. So I'll let people get in here. I have cleaned out the TR cache and the bank here to the best of our ability. I think I'll slap that back in there. Fill up all our slots. Yeah, we've got that thing's pretty full, and I'm ready. So let's do like a mini review. Like I said, I have a bigger and more in-depth review over on will be going up on my YouTube channel pretty soon. But for the most part, we'll do like the 10-minute version here. So we're 43 points in Divine Disciple, firing off as many of the light SLAs as we possibly can. We're maximizing our light critical chance just to kind of maximize our ability to one-shot or two-shot Reapers. Along the way, we picked up, it's currently 16 points in the Radiant Servant tree. We could be a few points less than that pretty easily. We don't necessarily have to have this Wisdom. We don't necessarily have this third point into Wand and Scroll Mastery. But the rest of this is, I feel pretty good. Turning Elementals with our Fire Domain is pretty sweet. Being able to just explode Elementals is a lot of value. Over here in the Falconry tree, we're picking up the 5% quality hit points. We're picking up our sprint boost, picking up a little bit of healing amp. Over here in the Renegade Mastermaker, we're picking up a little bit of healing amp. I think that's all the healing amp that we're picking up. Yeah. So altogether, our healing amp's like 115, if I remember right. Yeah, 115. And yeah, it feels pretty good. Good morning, Emerald Eye. Don't forget to vote. Just let me know what you want to vote for. Voting is officially open. Arcane Archer Wizard, a Caster Druid, EDK Monk Wizard, and a Alchemist. Those are our 4 options. You can vote here. Just let me know in the chat. You can vote in the on Twitter as well. Just let me know if you are a subscriber or a Patreon, just so I can make sure to get those extra points scored in there. Pick up a little extra spell power here. Picking up a few extra hit points here. Like, it's just kind of like low-hanging fruit, really, after we get past the Divine Disciple tree. I do want to mention that we are picking up like 160 spell points out of the Half-Elf tree, basically for free. And that's a lot of extra mana for basically no real investment. So yeah. A couple of things I should look up, and we can look them up together while we're kind of filling some time here. Boink. Let's pull up the turning attempt situation here. Arcane Archer. We can do that. So turning to check is you make a roll to determine the maximum number of hit dice a monster can have and still be affected. If this check does not produce a number equal to or higher than a monster near you has the lowest hit dice, you will not be able to turn at all. And the messages pop up saying you lack conviction to turn the target. Alright, I almost never saw that. So yeah, I don't think I ever really remember seeing that. So turning damage is where we had issues. Turning damage determines the number of hit dice you'll be able to turn, which means that some of the affected monster's hit dice must be less or equal to that number. For example, if you can turn 30 hit dice, and you have monsters with 5, 7, 10, and 15 hit dice around you, you'll turn the ones with 5, 7, or 10 for a total of 22, but not the 15, 10, 5, which would utilize all 30 of your hit dice. So it starts with the weakest and then goes up. Smash also votes for Arcane Archer. Sure. Well, being that you have to go through the Half-Elf tree to open up the Arcane Archer, it'll be a little bit weird, but I am excited for the possibility. Give it a shot. And then you also have this inherent turning value. Your inherent turn level starts to increase from the level you receive the turn undead feat. Alright, so it's just basically saying that the paladins have minus to the check. Alright, so the turning check is your effective turning level, a d20 plus your charisma modifier, Plus or minus 4 to the table on the right. Any bonuses. Then your turning damage, just 2d6 plus your charisma modifier. Okay. Yeah, I felt like there was a lot of times that we had an opportunity to turn, and it just didn't. Like, I felt like the undead didn't. Either the undead or the cleric or elemental didn't explode or turn, and I'm not really sure why some of those situations. It's kind of wonky. Kind of wonky. What, you want to come down to the voice chat? Alright, you can come down here. What's up? Figured since it's TR day, not a lot going on.
Oh, thank you, Dave Mark.
What's up? Anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure about the turn temp things. I suspect there's probably a layer of complexity going on with Reapers that I'm not in Reaper mode that I'm not factoring in. Besides the fact they get bonus hit points, they might get some secret bonus hit dice as well. I'm not sure. So anyway, currently it looks like I don't know where Vila has put his latest voting. Last I checked, I think he was voting for Caster Druid, but Vilov and Talab are kind of at basically the same tiers, although I think Talab has a few more votes than Vilov does. So I think Alchemist probably is winning by like 1 or 2 votes at the moment. But don't forget to get your voting in. Like I said, we'll probably wrap up in TR here at the bottom of the hour, which means about 15 minutes. So if you would like to get your say in, voters, now's the time. So you can also vote on Twitter if you feel like you'd like to get an extra vote in. That is how to do it. What?
The final 1 vote is Alchemist.
Alchemist? You don't have 1 vote. You have like 3 votes, right? Because you're a subscriber and stuff. So Alchemist.
Yeah.
There's V-Love. What's up, V-Love? What did you, of those 4, what did you want to vote for? See if he cast. Okay, I thought that's where you put in your votes at. Said I think, like I said, you and Talab are basically at the 2 people at the same tier, but Talab is, I think, a tier 2 subscriber on Twitch, so I think he's got 2 more votes than you. However, you can make up an extra vote by voting at twitter.com.
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Hey, Wood, good morning. Has it been that long? It has been that long. Wow, 17 months at tier 2. Thank you, girl. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's been a minute since I saw you. Where would you like to vote? Throw those points around. Throw those points around. We have an Arcane Archer Wizard, which sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Caster Druid, EDK Fist Wizard, which also sounds like a lot of fun, and Alchemist, which I have not got to play yet. Like, not as a caster / thrower type thing. At least I haven't fiddled with those very much. So, what's the top voted class? Right now it is Alchemist. Alchemist by about 6 points. Literally, you, Jason, you are literally the only person that has voted for a Caster Druid so far. Which is kind of weird. I really would have thought that people would have asked for that, but I suspect that if people want to see Druids, they've been tapping over to Voodoo stream. Throw your votes to Alchemist as well. Can do. Can do. So Alchemist is very much in the lead now. People are gonna have to throw some weight around for sure. I said I'm number 2. No, Caster Alchemist is probably in 3rd just because of Velo's votes in general. But the Arcane Archer is pretty heavily in 2nd or 3rd. I mean, it's the Fist Wizard, which is in last place, which is kind of surprising to me. I mean, I haven't played an Alchemist in that way at all yet. So my Alchemist life consisted of a dagger build to do something a little bit different. Did some poison, a little bit of poison damage, but mostly it was just there to take advantage of doing the various dagger things. So I have not got an opportunity to play it as a caster yet at all. So I'm a little bit excited for that. I think all 4 of these builds are builds that I would have a lot of fun with. So. And taking the opportunity to kind of explore them a little bit is always fun times. And then their last life, or next life, is going to be another Faye Buckler life, because I think this will be the quote-unquote final build that I put out for it. So I want to kind of just confirm my various theories, but about 99% sure that it is what I want it to be. So how was everyone's weekend? I got a bunch of stuff done on the bus. I didn't take any video or any pictures. I probably need to do that sometime soon. But I've been having another like transitional time where since Thursday I haven't had more than 4 hours of sleep. Really, in a day. I've been laying down to try to grab like a nap in the afternoon. Sometimes I actually do sleep, and sometimes I have not been so lucky. So yeah, I've been kind of running on some fumes here the last 2 or 3 days. But yeah, we got quite a bit of stuff done with the bus. Dustin came and visited for a quick meal. Went and got some a little bit to eat, and came over and checked out the bus for a few minutes. Just to, he was passing through on his way back to Kansas City, so we didn't want to get too crazy. But yeah, we got some walls ready to go. Be working on some plumbing this week. Get stuff screwed down, mounted in. I gotta get. I'm gonna be working on a custom cabinet this week. Everything's looking real nice. Everything's kind of on schedule for being able to take a short vacation in a couple of days, or a couple of days really. 12 days, give or take. With that being said, Thursday will probably be a weird day if we stream. We'll definitely be playing with Remington in the morning, but we'll be playing when we start on Thursday evening, kind of loose. Cammy says Arcane Archer. She has votes. She can vote on Twitter. She can vote in the chat. And I'll even throw down that vote here. I'm gonna throw that down. There you go. +1 Arcane Archer. V-Love went and voted again. There's a poll. V-Love, on the Twitter. Did it close already? It may have closed already, actually. did. That's fine. We'll put an extra vote in. I mean, that's what it's there for, though. It's to get the Twitter in. So I kind of like this method. When I have an idea that we're going to be TRing later in the day, or coming up soon, what I think I'll do is I'll open up suggestions a couple of days in advance. Not that anyone could really make a suggestion at any time. That's fine. But I'll kind of open up some suggestions a little bit in advance, and then I'll pick 4 of the various suggestions. And the reason why is because 4 is the biggest Twitter poll you're able to make. So then we'll put up a Twitter poll at least a couple hours in advance, and then we'll continue to do it live like we do here. So I kind of like this method. Also, for people who are Patreons, I sent out a message letting you guys know that we were going to be TRing and how to do stuff. How do you get more votes? So, for those of you who are curious about voting, everyone gets a vote for watching the stream. And then, depending on your Patreon tier and your subscription tier, you get extra votes. So, if you are Patreon at level 1, or Patreon at level 2, or a subscriber, you get 2 extra votes, and then it kind of works up from there. She is playing a cleric arcane archer with falconry. I have done stuff like that before. It gets really tough. I feel like killing the monsters are really slow. However, if Cammie's if she's not doing Reaper, I think she'll be fine. Like, you don't have to kill things fast in not Reaper mode. You only really have to kill fast in Reaper mode. So, Cammie, you definitely want to make sure you have a really good Soundburst DC. So you want to be sure to take Heighten. And you'll want to be sure to take Evocation Focus, and try to keep your Wisdom up so you can get those Soundburst in. I already counted in your Prime votes, V Daddy. No, right now Alchemist is ahead by quite a bit. Like I said, probably plus at least 9, if not 10. I said, when you start getting people like Wood in there, yeah, Wood throwing around her votes. And Talab, like I said, you and Talab are very similar on votes, V-Love. Talab edges you out just slightly because he's using, he's I think our only tier 3 subscriber. So he's, tier 3 subscribers get 5, is that right? 7 votes for being tier 3 on Twitch. Cali boys stay together. You'll have to go watch a different stream. Oh, you'll know. You'll have lots of fun. Don't you worry about it. We're gonna have a good time. Alright, we're in the final 5 minutes of voting, so if you haven't already voted, now's the time. Now is the time for sure. But yeah, Gore and Wood both threw their votes into Alchemist, so you're gonna have to. This one's not one you're gonna be able to pound out alone, V-Love. You're gonna have to really sway the crowd if you want that caster druid, I think. I don't think there's any like real advantage of being a half elf for caster druid, but so we still have lots of time. We could do a caster druid for other things as well. Lots of wiggle room for forecasters. Oh man, so what else happened this weekend? I don't think I really... Oh, I know. I went to Lowe's we were buying a bunch of stuff for the bus, right? I had to go buy a bunch of lumber, and I had to go buy some other things. And can you switch your vote to Caster Druid? Sure. If you'd like. What was it? It was the Arcane Archer Wizard, right? Sure. So now you're only down by 9, I think, V-Love. But, so it was at Lowe's, and I wanted to build these, basically, like, special extension cords. So I wanted to put it into a box. I wanted it to have a switch to be able to turn it on or off, and I wanted to have at least 2 outlets. Yay! Oh, Wood is throwing out some subs to Emerald Eye. Woot woot! Welcome to USF Fat Halfling. Thank you, Wood. Appreciate that. So that increases Emerald Eye's votes plus 2 over here on the Arcane Archer voting. So yeah, it's a tight votes today. So anyway, we're sitting there at Lowe's. I'm trying to like figure everything out, and a Lowe's employee comes by and is like, "Hey, can I help you?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to figure something out." He's like, "Okay, well, if you decide you need some help, let me know." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm like standing there, I'm looking at a bunch of stuff, and my wife is like, "Man, this is aggravating. Like, are you sure you can't just get that guy to help you?" I'm like, "All right, well, I'll go ask him." So I went over there, and I go, "Okay, man, so, this is what I want to do. I want to put together basically custom length extension cords. I want to put a plug-in on this side, on one side, and on the other side I want to build a box, and it's going to have one of them is going to be four plug-in ports, and one of them is going to be 2 plug-in ports with an on-off switch." And he's like, "Let me draw a picture." I'm like, "Okay." So we go over, we draw a picture. He looks at it for a really long time. He goes, "Hey, I know what you should just do." I'm like, "Okay, what's that?" He goes, "You should just get a power strip." I'm like, "Okay, so..." And Wood is giving Smash some votes. Oh my gosh. Wood is up to 17 gift subs in the channel. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you again. So that increases to plus 5. So Caster Druid would be 5 behind Alchemist now, I believe, is currently where the voting's at. I really do appreciate it. And you got all the votes. Look at that big old gift subs. So anyway, I'm sitting there talking to the guy and I'm like, "Man, I really don't want to do that. It's not a very good solution." And then I explained to him that when you run from batteries to an inverter, you lose between 20 and 30% of your efficiency. And every time you plug something in, you lose some efficiency. So when you go from an extension cord to an extension cord, or extension cord to a power strip, you lose some efficiency. And then when that loss of efficiency also goes through the inverter, you might be talking about burning an extra 5 or 10% of your battery power for no reason. And the guy looks at me, he's like, "That's not true." I go, "Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
it's 100% true." And the guy looks at me and is like, "Well, I don't think I can help you then," and turns around and walks away from me. it was an employee at Lowe's who pestered me to help me. And I was just like, what the S? And I don't know what it is. It seems like for every great employee at my Lowe's, there's a dumbass like that guy. Pardon my French. So many votes from Artie, from Druid. So Artie has won by 10 votes, everybody. Because it's now 11:30. I'm not gonna punch him. I'm not a person who uses physical violence. I was just like, okay, I'll just do a little bit of research and figure it out myself, and come back and buy this stuff later, or go to a different store. But so in about 15 seconds of looking, yesterday. Pull up the... If I can find the Instructable. Oh, you know what? I know where it is. I also Facebooked it to myself.
Wait, what's in the lead?
Alchemist is 1.
By 1?
No, by 5, I think. Longer the extension cord, the more you lose too. You do lose some power loss, but it's not as significant for the length that we'll be doing. So basically, I'm making. Here we go. So basically, what I want to do is I want to make this, right? It's very simple. It's just a power box with a light switch and everything. Except this cord is going to be like 25 feet long instead of 8 feet long, right? And we'll be putting in big heavy duty wire here, so it's gonna be fine. But basically, I don't know if I have a... Let me see if I have like a semi up to date picture of the bus here.
What's the biggest 25 foot, like? Is that like 12 gauge?
I have no idea. I could buy like a really big I could buy like a regular extension cord or whatever, but I want it to be, I want to have a switch on it, because every plug-in that you have running when you put on your inverter, it's going to send power down that line. And then you have what's called passive power usage. So if something is plugged in and turned off, it's probably using what they call passive power, which is a power drain. Right? Well, I hadn't figured out that... I was trying to describe to the guy that I wanted this, and I thought we're on the same page, but then the guy was like, I just can't help you. And that's just it. I'm really good at doing research, but then it's a matter of like, oops.
Passive power drain. Maybe that's why when I plug my coffee maker into my inverter, the voltage hit the switch.
Yes, that's pretty much exactly what it is. You have what's called a passive power drain. So, for example, one of the things that I want to do is, because there's my power inverter system, right? It's hard to tell, but there are 4 plugins right here, and then there's a hardwire situation. A lot of surge protectors do have an on and off switches. So what I want to do is I want to take and put, basically make that cord, and that cord's going to go back here underneath the bed is where that inverter's at, and it's going to go up along this board, underneath here, underneath the bathtub, and it's going to go, I want to put one of the boxes right here in this cabinet, because this cabinet is going to be the which where the kitchen sink is, plus it's also going to be where our washing machine goes and stuff like that. It's a passive power location, so I don't need this sucking power all the time, because I just don't. So And then there will be another one that runs basically very similar, except it'll go over here where my desk is going to be. So it's just something that doesn't need power. A lot of things do need to be on all the times, like clocks and fridges. But the refrigerator I bought is 12 volts, so it doesn't have to go through the inverter. And the clock is powered, right? So everything that you can buy or get that's 12 volts, you don't have to run through the inverter. So you get 100% of your power usage instead of having to convert it, which means you automatically lose 20 to 30%. Most of them are pretty close to 30%. It's like 28% or whatever. So instead of let's say it costs you 100 power, if you run it through your inverter, it's costing you 120 power or 130 power, which means out of your 400 power batteries, you're eating it a lot quicker. So if you don't have to run through your inverter, then you can use your full power. Now, let's pretend you have a couple of things on your that use passive power, right? So let's say it runs just like 10 power all the time. Well, if it's going through that inverter, now you're talking an extra 13, and you're talking a 13 passive power usage. So let's say it's something that's on for 4 hours of the day, and then it's off the other 20 hours of the day. Well, instead of it only eating power during that small period of time, now it's also eating a bunch of power passively, and you end up having a lot of extra battery drain that you don't want. So this way, if I can isolate individual circuits with having an on-off switch, which is not that hard to do, it's just people apparently have no idea what you're talking about. People who are quote-unquote electrical professionals. I was so pissed at that guy. That guy, if he could have gotten murdered, it would have happened.
There's no charging your smartphone off the inverter.
I could. My inverter also has a USB port on it, but I wouldn't do it that way. I've actually purchased some USB power ports that I'll be wiring up directly to the battery. Well, not directly to the batteries, but through the 12 volt circuit breaker. So yeah, pull this back up real quick. So I know it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if it's pull this picture back up for 1 second here. Oops. Again, I realize it's hard to tell, but right here is the USB power. And then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 regular plugins, and then this thing. And this thing basically is like the equivalent of a hardwire plug-in. So I'll take one of these plugins and it'll go over to the bathroom area, or to the, sorry, not the bathroom, to the computer workstation area. One will go in the kitchen area. One will go in the other half of the kitchen area, and one will go basically to the bedroom area. And then this hardwire port will currently get hardwired to the living room. And then what'll happen is I think can we see the circuit? This picture's kind of terrible. But right here is my 12 volt circuit breaker, fuse breaker, and that will get wired over to a couple of different places for the like all the lights go through here, all of the basically everything that's 12 volt goes through here. So it'll work out, I think, pretty nicely. Hey, thanks, V-Love. Love you 3,002 times. All right, let's do a male. And we're gonna grab a rogue level here. Well, you know what? I don't need it. Let's just do alchemist. Let's just do pure alchemist. We'll skip the traps this life. Yeah, we'll fake it. All right, so alchemists are int based. Really don't know that much more about it than that. Let's take a look. I said I haven't looked a whole bunch at them. Oh, there we go. Didn't even have to switch views. So spellcasting. There goes the power. Insightful reflexes for free at level 2. That's good to know. Alchemy on the run. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot. We get some sweet class feats to choose from. Oh yeah, and the reaction stuff. Oh man, we're gonna be back to learning things for sure. Hey, thank you, LJ. Optimus Prime Day to you too. Thanks for reminding or hitting the sub button there. 6 months with your Prime. Appreciate that indeed. Oh, I need Ninja in as well. I don't know if you got to hear my little rant.
I got to hear something about somebody made you upset.
A guy from Lowe's.
And then you were talking about powering things off your inverter. Mm-hmm. And that's about all I knew.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making some like fancy extension cord type things pretty soon. Basically, alright.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it's fine. Is it more or less dangerous than just taking a regular extension cord and plugging in a surge protector? Which is what the guy at Lowe's wanted me to do. And then when I told him that didn't sound like a good plan, he told me he couldn't help me and walked away.
What is with our Lowe's and not having good customer service?
Well, that's just it. Like it alternates, man. Like it seems like every shitty person I find there, I get a great person. Like almost immediately thereafter, I got a chick there who not only was like cool, but I think she also scanned her badge for me, so I got an extra 10% off my order. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure she did. Because she moved her badge location after I told her it was fine for her to do that. I was like, if you want, you can just go ahead and give me your 10% discount today. It's cool. And then I'm pretty sure she did.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I said it, you win some, you lose some. Screw it. But useless points are useless. Do we care about concentration? I don't think so, but we'll put points in it anyway for now.
Are you planning on being a caster that is in melee range?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's gonna happen. Just generally pretty good at not taking damage when I don't want to.
I've noticed if you want to flash freeze, sometimes they might get one hit off on you.
Oh, that's true. When do I think I'll be level 4? Hopefully later today, if not tomorrow. Yeah, it might be tomorrow, but kind of hoping it'll be today. Oh yeah. What health thing do we want to do? Actually, that'll change our stats some. Okay, we don't want Alchemist Dilettante. Artificer Dilettante gives us 2 to UMD. That doesn't seem like something we need. Barbarian gives us damage reduction. That could be solid. Bard gives us Fascinate. Cleric gives us Wands and Scrolls if you're a Cleric level. Same thing with Favorite Souls. Fighter and Monk gives us some weapon usage. Ooh, probably Charisma, right? Yeah, probably Charisma. Or Paladin. Paladin, Charisma to your saving throws is fat. Yeah, that's probably what we want.
What are you playing as?
I am a alchemist.
An alchemist.
A half-elf alchemist, which means I need some more charisma. This will work. Which means we're going to be paladining it up. And what do we want for our feet? Let's see.
Shoes.
Oh, I hate shoes. Just want my feet to be tough. Alright, probably... Oh, we can't maximize our empower? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think we just maximize, right?
Yeah. On your special feats, you gotta watch, like, you get the spellcasting feats and specials, so you don't want to take non-level ones. I think it's just 1 or 2 levels.
Let's see, we like that. I like this lesser evolution. I think we should smash. Do we want to smash fire or do we want to smash acid? I think we want to smash acid. Alright, so then we'll also vial of acid. Sleep powder. Alchemist skin. Alright. Got a little bit of everything.
The fine dust is the thing that trips things.
I think I grabbed that one, didn't I? No, I grabbed the sleep powder. Alright, we'll grab the fine dust instead. Let's hit this random... Oh, we look so ridiculous. I always forget how ridiculous the male half-elves look. Alright. Alright, we'll put some scruff on because that's the best thing we can possibly do. They do mohawks, so we can do a mohawk. I like mohawks. This isn't a good spot. Put on my old man colors. I feel like the scruffle on your beard or whatever should match whatever your hair color is. If it's gonna make your eyebrows match. All right, chat. How do we feel about this? Is this ridiculous enough?
I mean, like give him a Green Day's T-shirt and he's straight out of the late '90s, I think.
If I ever wear a Green Day's T-shirt, you have permission to shoot me.
No, I don't.
I just gave you permission to shoot me. I'm not saying make it lethal. I'm just saying, you know.
See,
clip.
Therein lies the problem. I have specific programming that tells me that you don't shoot to wound people.
Well, I mean, most of the time that's fair. Oh, now I'm naked. All my stuff's gone. All right. /UI layout. Load Samus. Boop. Pretty good. Let's see. Did it actually remember change my dye color to pink. Oh, it did! Nice. Okay. And everything else seems correct. Get out of here, Korthos. Ain't nobody love you.
Isn't Porthos one of the musketeers?
Porthos. Porthos is a musketeer.
Is that not what you said?
No, Korthos with a K.
Korthos. Oh, okay.
Korthos? Korthos is this one of the starting areas in DDO. It's a little town. Being attacked by an ice dragon.
The last time I attempted to play DDO, I think they stranded me on a beach somewhere.
That would probably be it.
You wash up on the beaches of Eberron as a hero.
Oh, come on. Get in here. I didn't math this. I think we're going to be a little over 12,000 experience points, so I think we'll have to go grab some extra experience points for, I don't mind jumping to level 2, but kind of might have to jump a little further than that. Let's grab our outfit as usual. We will be voting on the cloaks again. So get your voting fingers ready for cloaks and horsies.
Is one of the potential horses a majestic unicorn?
Not yet, but soon. The next update gives us the unicorn horsey.
Because I figured regardless of the character, the unicorn is the correct answer.
Knowing that Tobrel is probably never going to give up his unicorn, probably not.
I mean, that is actually one thing he and I vehemently agree on, is that the unicorn is the correct answer.
Yeah, I suspect it is. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll wait. I'm patient. Alright. Can I put these clothes on now? Am I allowed to close the bank and put these clothes on? Oh, TR Day. So much bank interaction. I bet you I caused like 17 people to die in the Shroud now. Just TRing. Alright.
How is that?
So, fiddling with your TR bank causes a bunch of lag. DDO does not do it particularly well. That interaction, so yeah. Alright. So we're definitely into level 2. Heard a bunch of chirping. Let's see, what does the alchemist look like? I suspect it looks like a vial looking thing. That's the warlock trainer. No, none of these look like an alchemist to me so far. Ah, there we go. I just looked past it a whole bunch of... It does look like some vials. Okay. I'll take my next level as an alchemist. See? Yeah. Alright, this one. Heal. UMD. Spot. Like having jump. I guess we haggle. Sure. I don't think I care about anything else, right? Nah. Alright, have to pick 2 more spells.
So you can just skip levels?
If you... So every day you get, I think... Is it just VIPs, actually? I think VIPs get a... what they call a daily dice roll. And it's,
Gives you jump.
what was that?
That Featherfall spell gives you jump as well.
I don't care. I'm not feather falling.
It only lasts for 30 seconds.
That's too long. Plus 6 seconds per caster level. No, hard pass. Anyway, so you get silver rolls, and you can keep those. When you roll those, one of the prizes is always experience points. So some people save those experience points to skip to lower levels because they're not usually very big piles of experience.
Okay.
So obviously when you're low level, like 500 experience points or whatever, means a whole lot more to you when you're low level than when you're level like 18.
Right.
So a lot of us just hang on to them and eat them up later. But yes, there's also a thing called gold rolls, which have bigger experience points total. And as a VIP, you get one of those once a week.
And Jerry's like, well, they were made so you're supposed to eat them right away. And doesn't understand why it's saved.
Yes.
Who doesn't understand?
It's a very intense moment. The chance to try something nobody's ever tried before.
Hey, Beef, welcome. Thank you for the resubscription, my friend. Jerry. Jerry is the community manager. Alright, so which of these do we want to do?
Like, if there was a feature, like that's actually something that I will say DDO apparently does better than WoW, because it really sucks having to grind through all the low-level content to level up another character.
Yeah, and you could pass those around to, they're bound to account, so you can move them around through the shared bank.
Right.
God, I really don't want any of these. What's this? Oh, I probably want this. Alright, so accept here. Let's take a look at this biochemist.
I'm so loving this because I just did like the hardcore from 0 to 20. So I guess
Oh yeah, we definitely want the paladin dilettante actually. So for those of you who don't know, the lesser grace increases as you put points into it through the improved dilettante enhancement. So our saving throws are just going to get better and better and better as long as we keep our charisma bonus reasonable, which I think we'll get a pretty good one. Yeah, Beef has been around a long time. He's one of our longest supporters. And then Arcane Validity will let us wear medium or light armor because we want to be able to have evasion still. And we're not. Guess we'll take these skill focuses. Do we want balance and jump and swim and tumble? Search and spot, concentration. I feel like I probably just want search and spot. I feel like I always do that though. Haggle, perform. Yeah, let's just balance and whatnot here. Take our paladin goodness. We'll grab these spell points for sure. What do you give? Natural diseases. that's strong. What's this? Action surge is okay. Alright, that's our 12 racial points for free, right? I think so. Let's undo one of these just to make sure. Yeah, that's our 12 free points. And then we have one universal tree point and one regular point to spend. Alright, what do we want to do? Probably not falconry this time. I think we probably want to do Harper.
Yeah, you want the ends out of Harper, bro.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we'll probably have plenty of places to pick up int, though. I imagine. Alright, so low-hanging fruit. Will saves. Poison saves. Neither of those sound good. Alright, we'll save it. The other thing that you can do with DDO, new people / LJ, is you can also get what they call veteran status. So you can like skip to level 4 or you can skip to level 7 depending on which veteran status you have. So that's also pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to try putting our Jibber's Blade in a different spot. See if that drives me insane or not. Alright, Cloak time. Cloak time. So we have our Deathwalker Cloak. So we here out of the way while we're playing fashion show. So this is the one that kind of looks like the bones. Or sorry, that's a sash, I suppose. Then we have the red sash. If you're going to buy a vet status, get 2 because it comes with 1. Well, there you go. I did not realize that was a thing. I just always unlock them. I've never purchased. They unlock for free for playing. Alright, so we have our sash from 2. We have our red sash from 1. If we're allowed to change things. TR day. So we got our red one. We have our... We wore this last life, so I'm going to automatically veto Deathwalker's Cloak 2. We have the Cloak 3 from the current hardcore season, which we'll be doing more hardcore on the second stream today. Reaper Cloak from the first season. And then we can also go get the sash from the new season because we haven't picked it up yet. Go get one in a minute here. And then we also have where are you? We should also have our cloak from my favorite cloak, the Dwarven Commander cloak, which I cannot seem to find today. Your favorite is the red sash. Well, let me go get the new one, too. The new one also looks good. Oh, here it is. The Mantle of the Dormant Commander. Also really like this one. I don't think I care about gear, really. No, probably not. Let me just throw in level range here and we'll see. Oh, I guess if we're going to go acid, I should put on the acid ring. And that'll work. Okay, I also really like this cloak. This is probably my favorite cloak. I'm a sucker for a nice bright orange. So, actually, just click this
I
button.
look like a priest from Constantinople.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. It's gonna argue with you a little bit, but I don't know. I really like this cloak. It kind of hits everything that I would like. The only thing that I would like it to be more is I like that cross to be a little bit higher. Like right now, it kind of looks like it's on my booty, so it's just like X marks the spot for some booty. But other than that, I really love it.
Maybe it's like some silver lining on the edges. I'm not sure.
It's got a little silver. Alright, and then like I said, I haven't picked up the level 20. I haven't picked this one up. So here's like the little goofy level 10 cloak. Alright, we also got to move this someplace where I can see it regularly. I think last time I played it, I put it over here, and I think that was okay. So yeah, you get a lot of choices here. We'll kind of play fashion show for a second. So if we're going to go by the sashes and we're going to go by seasons. So here's the sash for season 1. Again, it's the red sash. The sash for season 2 is like the gray bone sash. No cloak or a robe of ice. Well, I don't have a robe of ice cosmetic. But we could also go cloakless. I like doing something, especially on the men. I feel like the men, they run really stiff. So I feel like having some sort of cosmetic cloak kind of helps smooth out that that running animation. I don't have that either. So, also the thing to keep in mind is that this is my quote-unquote uniform. And the reason why is because this has Festival Fire Resistance 10, and the hat has Cold Resistance 10. So those two bonuses stack. So literally switching to any other cosmetic or any other hat physically hurts my character's survivability. So I'm a pretty big stickler for not hurting my survivability. Now in the future, I might be able to swing some other options.
I mean, he took like roles like me, myself, and Irene all the time. So.
All right. Let's see. Where was it? We talked. Let's see. And then a close sash number 3 here. Which we talked about briefly. And then again, Deathwalker Cloak number 1 for Reaper Cloak. And then we're going to skip Reaper 2 because that's what people wanted last time. There's Reaper, the Reaper Cloak for this season. And of course back to that guy. So a couple of options.
You know my vote is for Trinity.
Trinity.
Season 3 is Trinity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't called it that. I don't think there's anything else out there we need. So anybody else want to throw their 2 cents in here? Because we've got basically a U Season 3 Cloak. We've got no Cloak. We have a couple of Dwarven Commanders because I like it. That's my favorite.
Which one was the Dwarven Commander?
It's the orange one with the cross.
Oh, okay.
It's the one I'm wearing right now.
I like the red sash. That's just
Okay. The death one, this one is what Vila really likes. We also can we can switch them around too. There's no reason to have to stay particular. We can rotate them out every day. Or
Yeah, I think
individual
the red
streams.
sash is the best one with really good armor.
Well, it looks good with this outfit, right? Like, one, it shows off my man legs a little bit, but it also gives that pop of color that really kind of brings it out.
yeah.
All right, what else was I looking for here?
Gives you a little bit of flair.
Well, I think all of them are going to give some amount of flair. It's just like how much you want. And then this one seems ridiculous to me. The Season 3, level 20. It just, I don't know. Whether it needs to be longer or, I don't know, something.
It
This
looks like your cape got burned on a firewall and you just missing the middle piece or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks like something ill-advised happened to your cape.
Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll try the red sash for right now, and then we might mix it up in the future. Alright, so Season 2, Season 1, Season 3, the Sweet Cloak. Alright. The other thing we have to pick now is a horse. We have the Season 3 horse, which now actually quite a few people I think have started to pick up. So the Season 3 horse, which is like the big glowy celestial horse. We did that last life also. I would not be opposed to doing something else. We have the big bone horse, which is the first one that they did like that. We have the Borderlands horse, which I actually really like with this cosmetic setup. I'm not sure why exactly, but I think it looks good. Then we also have our buckskin horse, which I think also looks fine. So what do you guys want?
Sorry, go through the horses again.
So right now we have the buckskin.
Okay.
Then we have the Borderlands horse. Then we have our bone horse from Season 2. And then we have this season's horse, which is the big celestial horse, which again I think we just did one, so I'm kind of leaning towards automatically vetoing it slightly, just for the fact that we've done it two lives in a row or whatever.
I think it was the Borderlands horse that was black with like a blue and red
Yeah,
blanket.
it's got some barding and then the red blanket underneath.
Yeah, that's one I like.
All right, so we got a couple people who like that. Anyone else
I
want
agree.
to? All right. Alright, well again, we can always switch it around also if people like are adamant about it in the future, but I'm down. I'm down for this for now. Alright. And then what else are we missing? Oh yes, I gotta get my collectible bag. Then I think we can jump into some experience.
So the thing about the Alchemist is kind of weak for a couple levels, but I'm sure Sammy's can figure it out.
That'll be fine. It'll be fine. What's the worst that could happen? Do we care about anything else? I don't think anything else matters right this minute. Oh, we should probably get some bottles or something. Those are probably important. This will be important. I'll grab these, although I'm not as good about clicking these candies as I probably should be. Come on, shared bank. I'll give you a crisp high five if you decide to work slightly faster. Yeah, the small bag just comes from the, like anyone can purchase it. It's part of the Keep of the Borderlands, pre-buy. Should have went ahead and grabbed that Death Ward potion when I saw it before, but I thought, I don't really need it right now.
Did you give an official review at the fire pit?
I recorded a video before I started streaming, and then they kind of went into the build, and then I did a short review when we first started the stream. But basically, if you treat it like a cleric, like a fire cleric, and think of the rune arm more as like an orb that sometimes you want to activate, I think it's pretty strong. If you try to treat it like a
Sorcerer?
no, if you try to treat it like more like a caster based if you try to treat it like a caster arty, I just don't think it works out as well as you'd think or as you'd like it to. Alright, so vial of acid here, maximize always on. Spells. What do we actually care about? I think we care about an empty bottle. And then, do I really care about any of the rest of this? Sure. Guess we'll get the tripping out. Hey V-Love, all we can hear is your DDO sounds. Like, literally all we can hear is your DDO playing almost. Good morning, Ritz. There we go, that's better. Do we care about elemental skin yet? Probably. Alright, so we have offensive, defensive, and double defensive. Sure, this will work.
Did you hear me call my brother a big retard?
I did not.
Oh, I had my mic off. I was muted.
Literally all we could hear was your DDO playing.
Oh, right on. Yeah, sorry. Maybe your mom wants to call, text, same time, like what's going on with these people?
It happens. People love you. Alright. Let's grab
There's
some.
always a need.
Well, it's nice to be needed.
Sometimes it's nice just to be left alone sometimes too.
Ah, well. You always want to be left alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's still good to be needed. Alright. Let's put it here, I suppose. Alright. Picked up 2 Reaper points last night. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. We'll see if we can hit level 4 before we... 4 seems like it's a little bit extreme, but we'll see what happens. Alright, did I grab ship buffs or resistances? I did. Alright. Take a swing by the harbor. Pick up somebody to do the quest for us so we don't have to. We'll get to work. I think I need 2 points because I would like to get the healing SLA, I think. For now, I feel like we'll probably be okay, but it would still be good. Let's get you to do the quest for us. Picking out hirelings, so I don't have to do the quest. Meat Bomb says, I miss DDO ever since ship buffs were introduced. Partying always felt zergy. Well, you can play however you like to play. There are plenty of groups out there who will zerg around. There's plenty of people who like to go really quick. Static groups are actually on the rise again. So you can always find a static group that plays in the style that you like. But the other thing that I'd recommend for people, especially right now, right this minute, the hardcore server is open to everyone. And until the end of the month, content is, all the quest content's free. So it's like a really interesting time to kind of get back into DDO. Also, there's a coupon code, DDO Free Quests. It'll basically unlock, I would say around 80% of the DDO content forever. So go log into your DDO Free, or log into your quest and plug in DDO Free Quest code. And then for not a lot of time or effort, it's like 99 DDO points. So like for $2 value or couple hours of work, you can... Sorry, I need to make sure that this thing doesn't break on me. Oh, you son of a beach. Yeah, or you can pick up the first 2 expansions. DDO Free Quests is the code. DDO Free Quests. So one of the things that I'll be doing here probably this week or next week, I'm not sure when exactly, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record it or not, or stream it, but I'm going to actually take and make at least 5, if not 10, free accounts, and put all those codes in, and try to like earn the first couple of tiers of experience, basically for to unlock those parts of the account for some family.
Yeah, when you guys make the melee artificers, do you guys use the master sword with the two-handed feet line, or do you use a single weapon? Which one's better?
I would imagine that the bastard sword line is stronger, but
But should I take the single weapon fighting, or should I take the two-handed for the glancing or whatever blows, whatever thing?
it's preference. Like, I like the doing daggers, but if you're looking for just like more damage, the other one's probably stronger.
It's kind of a Nimbine question.
No, I mean, it really comes down to your preference. Like I said, do you like the dagger stuff and attacking quickly, or do you like the glancing blow increase? Every time I try to get back into DDO, I spend so much time looking at the server forums, trying to find a guild that lines up with how you want to play. Yeah, I mean, I would just say pick a server and start playing, and then or again the hardcore server, and then find some people that you kind of line up with, and see if you have some fun with those people. Again, the hardcore server is is an interesting section of meta where some people either love it or hate it. But it encourages grouping a lot. So yeah, I always tell people, just come in and try it. You're literally going to be out nothing except for the time to install the game right now and to make an account. Oh, I know what I wanted, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to change my... I wanted more of the splash type. Like, I like the long range vial, but I think instead of the 7 key being another throw, I think I want it to be a splash for the AoE.
Yeah. Vial smash in front of you.
Yeah, I think I want to have a vial smash. At this point, you're so familiar with Karthos, you could recite it from memory. Well, that's good. Then that means that you'll be ready for yet another life then. The other thing you can do is you could server float, Velo server floats, Gorth server floats.
Yep.
I'm not a server floater, but I know plenty of people that are. You could do a couple days here, a couple days there. Basically just means having alts on all the servers, or a bunch of different servers, and rotate around kind of as you feel like it. Shoe flirts. It is a really good time to start a new character on Wayfinder. Although we'll see if they break it again. Alright, so one of the things that we need to go over pretty soon in the Alchemist is the color stuff. So this color circle gives you certain powers. Also, when you change colors, you get certain powers. I don't remember them super well because I haven't got an opportunity to play an Alchemist a ton. This is my third Alchemist ever. One was on live where I played. I feel like I was in purple a bunch because I feel like purple's a defensive one. But
Yeah,
it was.
purple gives you defenses.
Yeah, it was it was a dagger, basically a dagger swashbuckler build, but it had enough alchemist levels to count, so I can get my alchemist life back, or my completionist feat back as quickly as possible when they introduced alchemists. So like a couple days before the update went live, I had started my ult as like a swashbuckler or whatever, and then was able to basically just audible into picking up alchemist levels to get it over, or to get it through when it released. So I don't know. I did enjoy it. It held up well, I think, but still gotta check it out. It also let me like take advantage of the various like really sweet buffing infusions, which we'll probably do some of that as well, but we'll I'm gonna try to focus on the casting type capabilities of it.
When you're in green, you give other people temporary hit points, and when you're in red, you just give yes.
Alright, so I would like the opportunity to open this chest so I can just leave. You gotta get a character to park in Epic so you can do raids. Yeah, some people like that. That's not my bag, but some people like that. I'll have to be spending plenty of time doing raiding eventually. Again. But we got at least 4 more lives to do before we even consider getting into raiding full time. Plus, we've only done 2 of the iconic lives, which I might spend a little bit of time doing some iconic lives. I don't know yet. Alright, so let's we make a little bit of change here. I think I'd like to pick up the... Actually, I do really like the inflict light wounds one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. I'm a sucker for another damaging SLA, and then let's take out the empty vial for acid splash. Yeah, I think I like that change. So for people who don't know, I like to do the first handful of the Korthos villages quests, mostly just to get this inexpensive cake, res cake. Alright, so fire, cold, electric, and acid spell power get 10, gets a bonus. So I need to just go look them up on the wiki so I can try to keep them in mind. But when they rotate, you get a temporary buff. Back in my day, we had to take the sewers to the harbor and liked it. Yeah, back in the Wayback Machine, I was there too. You had to clear the butcher's path to be able to get into the marketplace. That was a long, long time ago. For sure, for sure, for sure. Also need to remember to send out arena codes.
Oh yeah, Diggin.
Yeah, well, I didn't send out codes to anybody this week yet.
What are they for again?
For people who play Magic the Gathering on the arena.
That's right.
Yeah. But I haven't looked at them this week, and I need to. I need to get them out. We've had like a really low turnout Pioneer, I think, this week. It was a pretty sad week.
You would happen to have those 5 thieves tools, would you?
Probably some in the bank. I don't have any on me. Punch that guy. I don't have a bunch though, but I got a few.
Yeah, like 50 or 30 or so.
Oh,
I
right.
have some.
I'm taking a look right now.
I've tried to skip the storyline of this stupid Porthos thing.
Ah. You can leave at any time, and then you'll skip it.
They log out?
No, like go to Keep on the Borderlands, or like go to the go to the harbor. Alright, so I want to be careful to kill this guy before we kill Drexyhand there, so we get the bigger bonus. You have to remember to fiddle with that. Alright, so I have the wiki up. Classes, Alchemist. Alright. So you have red, yellow, and blue spells. And then I don't know exactly how it kind of like works around here, but if you hit like a blue, it'll force a change. Like, this is one of the things that I haven't completely figured out how it kind of works yet. But
I got some. What character are you on?
I'm going through this storyline stupid thing real quick, almost done. I'm on Shevchenko. I'll be right in the Porthos in a second here.
So depending on how you like fire off ability, if it can make a combination, it will. If there's already a combination plugged in, then I think it breaks and starts over again. I think is how it kind of works.
Are you on Togor?
No, I'm on Torio.
Torio?
Tor, like Tor, and then IO, yeah.
Yeah, it's a new mechanic for alchemists. And then you get these extra powers, and this is the Soothing Poultice is one of the ones I really liked. So on the hardcore server, I built a undead alchemist that I literally did not prepare a single red spell. I literally only cast yellow or blue spells, so I would always be in green. I never wanted to be in anything else, and what that did was would grant temporary hit points equal to a third or to your intelligence or whatever. So like it was healing plus it was giving temporary hit points, which was important because I was pretty much always on Reaper mode on the hardcore server, and temporary hit points apply fully in Reaper mode. Yeah, it is a new class to me too. This is, like I said, I've done a couple of Alchemist lives, but this is the first one that's going to be Well, the first one it's going to be 20. I think it'll be the first one that's going to be more than like 10 or 15. Like, I've played with them here and there, but I haven't. By here and there, I literally mean twice before. So this will be the first one that I put into your like real focus to try to learn the class in. So literally a lot of what I'm trying to do here is just guesstimate slash.
So you're on
Shevchenko, yeah. He's a soccer player. Played for my favorite team back in the day. I was like, oh, no one has that name. Right on.
Alright. Yeah, so I. Oh yeah, guild, congrats still.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna misspell that.
It's okay. I'll tell you. It's easy. SHEV.
So you just go look in the Who panel for whatever level range he's in and look for the class.
Yeah, that's probably easier. That's what I did.
It's probably the easiest way instead of trying to negotiate each other's names through spelling. Just use the Who panel.
I got my trapper for Sam.
Can I give you a brief overview of the Alchemist? I can try. So basically the general idea is that you're busy building up these potions or mixtures to give you certain spell-like abilities. Even though they're technically not supposed to be spells, I believe, but for DDO purposes, they are. So let me pull up the chemical spellcasting here. Nope, that's not the button. So basically think of it just as like a weird way of casting spells. And then you have, it's got its own list of spells in here to cast. So you throw an empty bottle, you make some acid and throw it, stuff like that. But they have a really interesting mix of offensive, pseudo-offensive, and then defensive or buff spells. So again, as I mentioned a minute ago, they each have a color. Every spell in the Alchemist tree has a color. And that's how you get those reactions, by casting spells. Sorry, I got a thing in my eye. So again, you have your classic potions to do damage, right? So a d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage per caster to maximum level 10, etc., etc. Or you get a cure light wound type power, throw in a bottle, or the ones that I was using previously are things like boost to your attack for 20 seconds, boost to your defense for 20 seconds, etc. So you get this interesting combination of offense and defense, but that's traded out by the fact that the number of spells you can prepare is kind of low. You also end up picking up this slew of bonus feats along the way. So you can end up getting a lot of really interesting stuff, right? So you can pick up Empower Healing, Empowered Spell, Enlarge, etc., etc. But you can also pick up things like Evasion at level 12. So you get this Liquid Luck and you get Evasion. Toxic. You cannot come in yet until you finish leaving the starter area.
Porthos. I'm heading over to my stuff in Borderlands.
Yeah, when you're in the Borderlands, you can join.
I mailed it.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir.
So anyway, you get like all these different possibilities to pick up interesting feats along the way for free. You get bonus feats, kind of like you would a wizard. It looks like.
You can use your int for will saves, which is awesome.
Yeah. So you already get your int to reflex saves. You can take your int to will saves as well. So you only have to deal with fortitude saves, really. Sorry, whatever flew in my eye is really messing me up here. Come out, whatever you are. Basically, it's just another kind of offensive casting class. Right now, it's partly because it's the newest, coolest thing. It's also got a little bit of a power jump on it compared to like a lot of other things. So we'll see how much longer it takes before things kind of get a little bit of a nerf, but right now it's got some of the bigger DPS on it. So one of the spells that you can pick up is called Multi-Vial, which throws out like, what is it, like four potions at once. So you're talking about, lots of damage. At level 12, you just sit in orange and use Multi-Vial. So yeah, I don't know that much about how it plays at those level ranges, but I know that Multi-Vial is a thing that people are really gaga over. You also get the ability to like awaken elemental things to people, which part of me feels like if you're going to do that, every class should have that. But then it feels like then you just are making monsters' immunities not matter. So I have some pretty mixed feelings on it. The amount of hoops that you have to jump through to just bypass is pretty inexpensive, I think, for being an alchemist. Like, you just get to level 12 and you spend one extra point and you're good. So it's currently in a very powerful position. Yeah, the immunity stripping is extremely good. And again, I don't mind there being something that's really good. I just feel like if it's so good it doesn't involve any kind of tactical decisions, then that's probably too good. Like, there's absolutely zero need to have a second element after a certain level 12. And that to me is just not good design. Tilbrell has a really strong argument of like, well then if you have to try to focus on two elements, it just makes things really difficult to be effective. Because you don't have the gear slops to really be that effective, which I think is a strong argument, but at the same time, like, that's a disadvantage of going all in, putting all your eggs in one basket. Like you're the best at breaking X, but then if you're fighting something with Y, it gets tougher. I don't know. Like I said, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. I have a really hard time as a wizard being fine with the idea that just people should, for free, basically have the ability to just kill anything. Like if it went away quicker or was for like just the next spell. There's a lot of things they could do that I think would make it a little bit more balanced, but right now it does feel very strong to me from what I've seen it happen. Alright, we can't slap down the negative energy potion here, otherwise we'll just end up healing everything. So I believe it's got a ranged trip, which is kind of sweet.
I'm gonna run over to Harbor and stuff and get my bags.
Okay. I'm just working
Y'all
on
be
the
ahead of
first
you.
quest. Huh?
Yeah, I'll be ahead of you on the XP, so. Are you in Borderlands questing?
I am.
Okay. I'll just come out to them. Do the first one?
Yeah. In,
Pick up this quest.
whatever it's called. The one that I always do first. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked by this Famine Reaper. Nope. Alright. Put our potions on. Oh, I didn't grab any healing potions. Perfect.
I got the healing. I can throw healing on you, but no.
That's alright. We'll just try. I brought my tasty ham, so I am healing, but it's slow.
I need to bring in a cereal item. Forgot.
Alright, where were we?
Samus,
LJ.
the city of Selene is freaking retarded.
Yeah.
When you change service to a new house, don't you think it'd be easier rather than creating an entirely new account then to just put the new information on there and close out the old address?
Depends on how they used to do their IDs. Most of the IDs for the like utilities and stuff are house based. Like that's how the accounts were set up. At least that's how it was in Great Bend as well. I think that's kind of normal.
Sorry, it was annoying because I got a bill saying that I was past due. It's like, but I never I'm on auto pay. How am I past due? It's because the new house wasn't set up on auto pay. The apartment was.
Yeah.
This was not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. So I think that's pretty normal for those kind of things to be done in that way. Not necessarily a fan of it, but IDs are IDs. Alright, yeah, I'm done with Treasure Hunt. Reload missed it. We'll make the next one. Are we allowed to walk outside? Oh, we did. Whoa. I should have eaten more yesterday than what I ended up eating. Now I'm hungry. It's alright. We'll eat after the stream. We only got another hour to go. Figure it out. Alright. Let's throw a slightly bigger dodge in here. And I almost made the... I've really started making this like... I don't even know what it is. I keep saying it's kind of like a gratin, but it's not really. It's more like a quiche, but it's not really like that either. But it's this really weird, almost bread-like thing. Basically, it's a block of cream cheese, a bunch of mozzarella, and a bunch of eggs, and then whatever. In my case, I like putting in a protein in there, so like bacon or some sort of protein in the. Basically, it sinks to the bottom.
That reminds me. I was gonna look that up for you.
And I really like it. But I hadn't made the time to make. I was gonna make one last night, but then we went to go eat with Dustin, and I didn't get up in time to, or didn't feel like cooking or eating again last night, so didn't make anything, but I should have. Now I'm hungry and I have to bake it today. Anyway, those of you who are curious, LJ's about to be my new baker when it comes to like treats and stuff. Because he likes to bake.
What kind of cookies were you wanting?
I'll look up something. I'll send it to you. The wife tried making some chocolate chip cookies, and they were okay. I feel like the batter tasted better than the cookies did.
Well, I mean, the cookie dough always tastes better than the cookies do. Always.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. But I'm a sucker for cookies. He's right. I am a sucker for a good cookie, though. The real problem is I can't even get my favorite cookies. My favorite cookies are like no-bake cookies. But there's like no way to make one of those and be keto friendly.
On my way. On the horse.
Alright, I'm now in the Bugbear Bandits, which is in the Bugbear Caves. It's the second one that I always do.
Bugbear Bandits, there you
like peanut butter?
I do, but there's not like... I finally have what I think is a pretty decent keto peanut butter now, and it's like 7 different nuts. I don't think it would... It's very runny. What's the matter, B-Love?
It's like macadamia nuts are yummy. I eat them for being diabetic.
Yeah, macadamia nuts are some of the superior nuts, apparently. This is not where I parked my car.
How do you feel about coconut?
Coconut's fine.
Extra virgin coconut oil is very good at cooking. That and the red fruit one. It's treasure hunt, not now. Huh?
Nope, not treasure hunt. The next one.
I'm slow. I don't have any speed booster on the Oh, Reaper right on. I got my Reaper Warhammer.
I'm gonna get murdered, I think. Oh, it's gonna be close. Take a heal. Take a heal. Okay. Yeah, maybe we're not gonna be able to do this.
Come here, come here, come here, come here.
Inflict right away. We might have to do
Doesn't even make a dozen cookies. What the hell is wrong with this recipe?
that's just it. That's part of the paleo thing or keto thing is that you don't. Everything's a little bit different. Everything's not quite the way you think it should be.
Well, that's silly.
But like I was making like a keto bread for a while, but there's like a bunch of different ones. What is that guy? Hang on. I know where to send you, LJ. I've been watching a guy. What is your name? Wait for this to reload here really fast.
If you take a coconut, you drill a hole in it, you drip the juice on it. It's not as sweet as you think it would be.
This is the weapon right here, Sam. Remember this one? Bet you remember this one.
Oh yeah, it's a good weapon. Highfalutin Low Carb is the guy's name. His YouTube channel. I'll send you a message directly here in a second.
Ooh, nimble wrist.
This guy's great. There you
Rope
go.
docent in there too? Look at that.
Yeah, you want a docent? Here you go.
Yeah.
Have at it.
Standard one.
You need an ethereal ignite? You're good.
Sweet.
Alright. And then I can't do that.
Alright, I'll check that out later.
Yeah.
Cause I wanna help you out. Cause I wanna.
Oh, I'm just trying to help you out.
Oh, this is helping me out.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I know how much you love to bake and shite.
I do. I really do.
But you don't want to eat it because you want to round is a shape, but I think you want to be a different shape. So,
Yes. Did I tell you I finally went and I got an x-ray on my ankle, so hopefully we can start the correct healing process on that.
I didn't know you janked your ankle. Well, wait, no, I did know you janked your ankle, but I didn't know that it was still bothering you.
Well, it's still bothering me in the fact that like it is not returned to its original size, and like anything other than flat, even surface at a normal walking pace is anywhere from uncomfortable to straight up painful. And so I wanted to start running again last week, and it was not gonna happen.
So did you break it?
They have not told me yet.
I suspect you probably broke it a little.
Yeah, well, the doc said it's either a break or a tear.
Hopefully it's a break. That'll be quicker to heal than the tear.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and if the problem is, if the tear is bad enough, it may take surgery. And if the break isn't healing properly, it could take surgery.
Well, you are old now. Alright.
I am sadly old.
So I came into the cold side, and then where the hireling is, and then I jumped over the tripwire.
Okay.
So as to not piss everything off. And then you let your dog run right through it. You jumped over it, but then the dog ran right through.
Disobedient creature.
I don't think it was disobedient. I just think you didn't tell it. You can blame it on disobedience.
The good news is the bone doesn't grow back, right? They'll just re-break it instead.
Yeah, that's what I don't want. I know how painful this was when it first happened.
Yeah. It's
My
fine.
finger rebroken after football surgery.
What else are you doing? It's not the button I wanted. Look around. I forget where there's a secret door somewhere. And I apparently didn't put look around back on my bar. Ignorance is a type of disobedience. Come look around here. Ritz was saying ignorance is a type of disobedience. I don't know. I think it was more of dog being dog-like. I think you can blame a dog for acting in its nature. And those dogs are just ones and zeros.
I mean, disobedience is a lack of, like, when it comes to dogs, is a sign of lack of training.
Well, that dog's a robot, so.
Well, then it's a lack of programming.
Yeah.
Game was a program, right?
I feel like you're putting the blame in the wrong spot again. Let's call this user error.
Yes. Quite so.
Vila's like, never!
I don't trust MMO pets.
Oh, they're fine. You just have to.
I lived through the dark days of WoW.
Well, that's all the gays in WoW, isn't it?
No. There are entire studies about the blood plague from WoW and how it affected the people on the servers and stuff, because like it was bad. It was bad. Just goes to show what can happen when you're not paying attention to what your code says.
Yeah.
Russian coders.
Okay. So we're gonna do something probably wrong.
You go to the waterfall or which one?
No, I'm down in the next one, the Kobold Runner, but the guy walked around the corner and messed it up, so gotta do the big fight anyhow. Oh, good, and a Reaper spawned right in the doorway. She'd probably not come in for a minute. Yeah, I always end up doing that waterfall quest last because I don't like. Because I don't like backtracking.
Yeah, for like 8 levels, all I would do on hardcore was stand back. I'd maximize it in power in my strongest pot and just like throw it at Reapers.
Alright, there should be a trap right here. Alright, stop sucking and find the trap. He's like, I can't. Alright, I'll try jumping around this way. Oh, that didn't happen.
I always have shitty stuff. Everything's maxed out. I hate it.
Well, again, you're on Reaper.
Oh, that's right.
So you only get so much. We really should be blaming the public education system here for Velo's dog running over the tripwire. Don't think I'm going to give the public education system any blame for that.
I don't think we're. I mean.
Yes, exactly. Oh man.
Samuels was like, well, if you don't want to do this quest at a Reaper, speak up.
Yeah, but
And every time...
still basically
was
just
like,
did the stupid quest. Not that big of a deal. We just mostly did the quest.
We only skipped like 4 quests off Reaper. Otherwise, we did every damn quest of the game on a Reaper.
So,
Alright, y'all enjoy the rest of the stream. I got stores to run to and things.
okay, have fun.
Will do. Talk at you later.
Toodles. Uh-oh. Like somebody probably
I was looking for him. Open the door. There's a red namer.
didn't end up falling down the hole like I did.
Oh yeah, the thing was up, so I didn't. I had to, run around.
Yeah, I ended up falling down a hole, so I've not even got back to you yet.
It's alright. My dog's just fighting.
I'm allowed to walk through this shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you went here and started Infight Part 1. Alright, see if I can get them to come out here quite a bit. Okay, and my hireling, who should have been back there where it was safe, found a way to get killed. It's kind of amusing to me. How did you find a way to get murdered?
Not to bring up a sore subject, but as a matter of news, my state passed a masks at all time law.
Your state did? Or your city did?
The state?
Yeah, kinda not caring that much what the state said, or the state says.
And the local peace officers say that we're not going to enforce that.
Yeah, well, pesky Constitution. Not saying don't wear a mask. I'm not saying that it's not necessarily a good idea, but I'm not somebody who's fine with the states overstretching their authority.
So I try to be a peaceful citizen, and I go to the grocery store with my mask on, right? And I'm checking out my groceries, and the young female checking me out. She ain't wearing a mask, and she's like,
The business doesn't require it, and the police are not going to enforce it. Then Okay, well, I will be there when I can be there. That must
Take
have
your
been.
time, man.
That must have been what found and killed the barbarian there.
Plague Reaper. Yeah. There's some damage done, but nothing much to worry about.
Oh no, that's not where you're at. Where are you?
I'm back behind you. Let's see.
Yeah, I suspect you have opened another door.
Yeah, I saw your blue dot was that way on the map, but I guess you went up and over, and I went down and over.
Alright, so the Plague Reaper fell through the floor. Kind of interesting. Which means it'll probably be coming up behind me pretty soon. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, if a door is closed, probably shouldn't go through it. Alright. Alright, let's get him over here. Alright, I'm gonna go back and see if I can find those chests. You should be at this shrine.
I mean, to be fair, if I went to a job and I'd work 8 hours in Alaska, I'd be like, yeah, for an extra $1 an hour.
Oh yeah, no, they apparently even the food place here in town that like Riley and LJ work at, apparently they even stopped paying the extra for people wearing masks. But again, the county started requiring them in a lot of situations, so county and the city. Which again, I feel like the county and the city are the people who have the authority to kind of ask for that kind of stuff. Alright, so you got a couple of places where there's chests in here. And the quest should be clear. Let's see, you already got this one, I think, because it was open before I got there. So there's one down here. It's the end chest. Then the other one is back at that T where you got killed by the other Reaper.
Yeah, dirty leprechaun. He was at the shop late all weekend. I don't know what they were doing there.
I mean, he just moved, so he's probably still in the process of getting unpacked and.
Well, yeah, I think he had his opening on his shop.
Yeah, what?
On his game store.
What? I didn't catch the first part of that.
I think he had his opening for his
Oh,
store.
maybe. I know he was open before. I thought. Well, maybe not. So I know they moved. So yeah.
Yeah, it was either Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they try to get open on Thursday so they could have a Friday Night Magic on Friday. Gobnoblins. Can never remember how this one goes. Nope, I had chosen poorly. Alright, good news. We found another Famine Reaper in the first 2 seconds of the quest. can see you, but I don't see your dot. Interesting. Like how my barbarian is taking these hits from me so I don't have to. That's what I'm a big fan of today. Boink. Thought that was a ranged trip. Maybe this is not ranged anymore. It's kind of aggravating if it's not. It's an AoE trip though, for sure still, right? Yeah, it's still an AoE trip. Suppose we'll make that work. AoE trip is good. Oh no, my barbarian. Oh, he got up. Thank you, V-Love. Alright, I think this is the door that we're looking for. I think. Yeah, there's our key. I don't really think we need... Let's see. I think we just need the key, and I think we can leave. If I'm wrong, we'll have to double back. I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. Pretty sure we just need the key. Oh yeah, here's the... I feel like I was just here, but it's because we did the Reaper versions of these quests on the hardcore server. Or not Reaper, the legendary versions. Which, again, after we end today's stream here in the top of the hour, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be back around 5-ish. And when we come back, we'll be on the hardcore server doing epics.
Yeah, after you went to bed, me and Dom did the whole, power play, all that.
Oh, right on.
Two-handed. Dom plays a really good tank.
Yeah, that character guy's pretty fun to play.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Should try to get more sleep today. having a weird... Either get like 20 hours of sleep or 4 hours of sleep all week. Type week here, so I didn't log on and play as much as I probably should have this weekend. Like
I think you're out on Saturday, 19 and 20 on Saturday.
well, that was Saturday at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like I got back from working Magic, and then I was tired, so I laid down and slept from like midnight until 4, and then was up again. So then I was like, well, I only need to get a rank and a half to be ready to TR on Monday. So I like ran Explore Zone, 2 Explore, like, yeah, I ran the Veil, and I ran a little bit of Shabrath, and capped out, and I was like, oh, I should do gear and whatnot, record the video, but I didn't do any of that either. I just kind of zoned off. Watched Cougar Town / YouTube videos until I ended up getting up and starting to work on the bus. Which is good. I got a bunch of work done, but it's pretty tired. Most of the weekend. Whew. Alright, unfortunately I don't really have any... I thought about taking some of the social skills here, but I didn't.
Be AFK for a second, I gotta go, hammer.
Okay, sounds good. Just be inside the quest.
Yeah, I talked to.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you know what you gotta do then.
Yeah, with max damage coming out, this should be able to max out those.
I'm not worried about it. It'll be fine. All this alchemist stuff. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to... It'd be nice to play one and give it a shot. See what things I like about it. What stuff I didn't like about it. So I am looking forward to giving it a shot here. Still not good here yet. Apparently not. Apparently still got to run back and forth on something else here. There's a lot of running back and forth in this particular quest that I'm not a huge fan of. Alright, we failed to bluff that guy. Failed to intimidate that guy. We did diplomacy 1. So it would have been nice to have some diplomat or some social skills. Maybe I should find a social skill item. What did I miss? Clearly I'm missing something. Probably this guy actually. Bubblegums or Woro. This is the real guy we missed right there. Then we gotta also come in here and get these rat boners. Which we can't do yet for some reason. So much running around for no reason. So we still haven't picked up the rat bones. So I thought the rat bones is what this guy needed. If you can diplomacy these guys, you can kind of get through some nonsense here. Oh, you gotta click that up before you can get the rat bones. Alright. So we go pick up the rat bones and we should be good. Oh, already good. Turn around, go back. Get through here before the things spawn on top of us. I don't like how this checkbox is still unchecked, but we're doing the infight. Yeah, this particular quest needs a little bit of love for it to make a little bit more sense, I think.
Here comes a healer.
Alright, what I need you to do...
Stay where I'm at?
Nope, I need you to run... Just go to that straightaway and go north. Nope. There's a straightaway to the... You gotta go west, and then from west you can go more north.
Oh, around? Okay, I see what you're saying. Got it.
Yep, just keep going north. And when you can't go north no more, you'll see to the east there'll be a shrine. And in there you need to pick up, there'll be like a collectible spot and some rat bones sitting on the ground.
Yep. I see it. You got the rat bones?
Yep, get the rat bones.
You got it.
Okay.
Head north again?
South?
Shrine of Evil Chaos. Oh, there's an adventure pack up here. Need that.
Yeah. So, just go
back to
south until,
Midway, then go east.
yeah. And then we're done. Quest should be over.
What do you think? You think the Bucks are gonna win the bubble or not?
Well, the only thing with him is it's kind of like Ben Simmons with Philly while he's out. It's like, Katupo's a great player. He's the MVP, I think, but you gotta make him shoot outside. You have to really make him shoot jump shots. You can't just let him just run to the hoop and dunk on people. Which is weird because that's what LeBron James should be doing the whole time. He should be just like the old days, the old basketball. I'll run the same play 60 times in a row if you're not gonna stop it. Nowadays it's like, oh, let's just do something different. But the Bucks are very good. I'm scared of Portland in the West, man. Portland's really good. Lillard had 51 last night. My Celtics got to have Kemba Walker. He's got to wake up. Here's your big chest, man.
I already got what I wanted and was leaving.
Oh, I didn't unlock it for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was taking a nap. You guys started talking about sports on my stream. I just to sleep.
We summed it up quickly.
It's fine. I'm teasing.
So you teach us DDO, we can teach you sports stuff. How's that? Fair trade?
You teach me sports stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was interested in sports, I suppose it would be a fair trade.
Recall?
Yeah, I'm in
Borderlands?
Temple of Evil. No, I'm in the next one.
Oh, okay. Right next door.
Yep, I said Total Chaos. So I just go in a big circle with the least amount of backtracking. At least in my opinion, it's the least amount of backtracking.
After this quest, I'll have my first Reaper point.
Oh shoot! Speaking of Reaper, I found one.
Got my hammer.
Come on. He's like standing up on top of this bunk bed where you can't get on.
Okay, I got my healing ready, bro. Whoa. Woo. Got it.
Yeah, they're angry. All right.
Can't say if the smart guy was smart taking on Ghost and he almost got broke.
Do we want to go get the shrine? I guess we'll go get the shrine. Yeah, this guy does not want to get tripped. There we go. Now he's tripped again.
Behind you.
That's fine. Alright, so in here is the shrine. Oh, I guess it's not a rest shrine, it's only a rest shrine? Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know if I get up there.
Yeah, you can. If I can get up here, I don't have any real jump or anything. You can get up there. Just get up on that rock and then kind of jump and hang. Weird, I thought that was,
Okay, let's try this.
Alright, jump on this rock.
Oh, that rock. Okay, that's not another rock in front of it. That's why.
Huh, that should get up there.
Alright, let's try.
Maybe not. Maybe you'll just have to look at the flowers and cry. Yeah, see, this one's like pushing me backwards a little bit when I jump up there.
Yeah, I mean, too. That's why I was like, okay.
But from that rock, I didn't have any problems. I just jumped and grabbed the edge and hung up there.
It's not letting me hang on it. That's why it's weird. There it is, finally. That one little spot you gotta land on.
Yeah, there you
Racism.
go. Okay, racism. Alright, I'm gonna check this room. I've never seen it in here, but rather check and know for sure, I suppose.
I should have brought a higher one there.
Well, you probably didn't think that I would be doing everything on Reaper like always, but...
Yeah, it just didn't cross my mind for some reason.
And I didn't bring Ellery yet because I can't until level 3.
Being slow sucks.
Well, you just gotta
Trucking along.
go get those, rescue the daughter quest, the mayor's daughter quest a couple of times to get those run, booties.
Yeah, I thought Artificer got Expeditious Retreat for a spell, but I guess they don't.
No.
I can always get wands or scrolls, right?
Yep.
I have a high UMG.
Yep, you'll be fine. Wand and scroll department. Alright. Not that it's usually over here. Actually, this is the prison. Yeah, this is the prison. This isn't where I want to go. I wanted to go check that spot down south, actually. I'll be right back. If you want to go this way and be really careful and slow, you can go that way. I'll be right back. I'll check to make sure it's not down here to the south. We gotta find that codex page. I always think this is the prison because of the, but it's not. It's the, yeah, nothing. I don't know. I really dislike that that little offshoot right there. Messes me up pretty consistently. Well, on the flip side, robots can't bleed to death. You're not taking damage, right?
I killed a whole bunch of them. This is 2 name guys I just can't get down. Excuse me.
I haven't looted anyway, like randomly looted anything that can heal you either. All I have is some tasty hams, which I can't even give you because
Sure.
they're not smushed into oil, so you can't use them. Alright, so we did this area, we have to go this way.
I'll have that thing where my dog lets me regenerate later. Levels.
Alright, so we'll check down here.
I was just making this guy just to help you level so we get stuff faster.
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I'm set at level 7 on a Warlock. I can come in and
Said as you guys know, it's fine as long as you're level approps. Otherwise, it's not going to take very long to screw. It really depends on how much we actually get to play in the hardcore server.
No, I was just throwing a vial too. It's just that's where.
Yeah, that's alright. He's a little outgunned here. I should be using Frenzy anyway, but I haven't taken level 3 yet, so.
Sit on
It's hard to use the appropriate
it. I got a keener beam
NPC
crossbow
when
too,
you.
waiting.
Somebody's healing that guy. I saw him get hit points back. There's no reason for him
Whoa.
to heal there.
Got almost 100% fortification. That's that critical.
Everybody gets a 20 sometimes. Alright, well, why Velo is still warm?
Yeah. Have a shot.
Alright. So, must be in the last place. So we could have run the quick version of this quest. Instead of the long, slow version, but that's okay.
Definitely get some one scroll master out of this guy. Next.
Boink.
Bit of fire damage and gold damage, that's about it.
That's alright. So right now I'm hitting, I don't know, for like 13 maybe.
I'm doing like 2 for bolt and like 3 for fire.
Well, at least I'm beating that, but not by a lot. Problem is that if I go to fire off the negative energy, because so many of these guys are undead, it's a little bit risky for accidentally heal a bunch of things.
Oh, I'm sorry, I kind of zoned out. What dilettante did you go?
Paladin. Saving throws. I really do think if I was going to be trying to build like an in-game alchemist, this would be high on my list just for the extra saving throws. I think people underestimate how good some of the half-elf dilettantes are. Some of them are just bad, but some of them are really, really good. Like, you don't have to worry about
Rogue one's not bad, right? Sneak attack die?
be okay, but it can't imagine it's
Alright.
great.
I like R, you can get all the crossbow usage. That's pretty cool.
Just stay back in the doorway. I just had to make some space.
Not 12 points. So yeah,
Alright.
go to
Not this button. It's alright. I'm gonna eat a thing here and then fire off
damn pillars in the way. Mother effort.
It's okay.
You're gonna find a pillar.
Oh, it's fine. I'm gonna be running around here in the middle of this thing for
There
a
you go.
minute.
Here's a crit for you.
Alright, go get him. He's running.
My dog's chasing him.
No, your dog's on its way back. Nah, he's gone. Yeah. He's gone. Alright, well, boo. Here's the page. Boop. Let's see. But this chest is locked because we didn't get him? Is that right? No, there he went.
Hardy boots.
Alright. And then we have one more quest, the Owlbear quest, and we'll probably call it a morning here. If you are a Magic the Gathering arena person, you know you are. But if you are, and you would like to have a arena code, just go ahead and send me a message or something, and we'll get you added to the list. I usually have, I don't know, like 10 or 15 extra at the end of getting them all out. So if you need one, don't be afraid to let me know, and I can help you guys out.
Do you still get like 42 cards in the deck? Or?
Depends on what format you're playing. You either have limited is 40 card minimum, and most constructed formats are 60.
Oh, okay.
But depending on what you want to do, you can do a bunch of different stuff on Arena. Arena lets you play some constructed or limited. Okay. I don't know where you found all these rats at, but bring them back. Oh, your dog is fighting up here. Okay. It's like I hear people taking damage, but I don't know where they're taking damage at.
Yeah, I love playing Magic, but when I lose, it's not good for my health.
You just gotta remember it's a game. And it's a competitive game. Which means there's a winner and a loser. And if you can't play a game like that, then you can't play a game like that. I've known plenty of sore winners, I've known plenty of sore losers. I don't know. I can become a pretty sore loser when I feel like I don't get a play because of variance or whatever. Like, you make all the correct decisions that you can, but then you just like
Lose anyway.
draw all land, or like it's out of your hands. It's just randomization that gets you. You know, which is. Like, I've been trying to shuffle better, which is a legitimate skill that you can teach yourself. You can teach yourself to shuffle more thoroughly, if it matters to you. You know, so like I've been, because of that kind of stuff, especially recently, it feels like I lose a match every event because I'll just get stuck like drawing all land or whatever. So it's like you don't do a good enough job of keeping your deck actually randomized. And so I've been trying to work on those kind of skills a lot lately. But then you get the same thing that happens on Arena. It's like, how did this algorithm decide I was going to draw 6 land in a row when, you know, you're like land light or whatever. So I can get a little salty over stuff like that, so you always got to stop and think, oh man.
Yeah, I think in Vegas, like, they don't let you even touch the cards, right?
No, you can touch the cards.
Like blackjack stuff like that?
No, you touch all the cards. You generally have everything in a shoe pre-shuffled for you.
When you play Pie Gal, they'll do it for you. You have to touch them to mess it up. They'll fix them right order for you.
Oh,
It's best 3-card, 2-card hand. Because if you do it and mess up, they can't fix it. If you let them do it for you, they'll always put it in the right order for you.
Alright, well I think what we're going to do really quickly here is double recall back, turn all these in, take our level 3, yeah, take level 3, clean up our mess here, and then probably Wednesday maybe we can start working on harbor stuff. Maybe later tonight also, actually, while I'm thinking about it. Because we'll probably play on the hardcore until like 10-ish, 9-ish, 10-ish. Then I'll have a little bit of time where I'll still have enough energy to keep going. So because we are starting so much earlier, we have not been going our normal 2 in the morning play time here. But since we'll have a fresh TR and stuff like that, a lot of this kind of things tend to motivate me a little bit more. So I'm not sure what our ending time will be tonight, but we'll be back for the hardcore server around 5 o'clock, maybe 6, 5:30, somewhere in that ballpark for the on the hardcore server. We are, last I looked, we were 10th on the leaderboard. But that was before the weekend, so Lord knows where we are now. We could just as easily be significantly higher on the leaderboard, or we can just as easily be significantly lower on the leaderboard. So just have to kind of play it by ear and see where we're at when we get there. But we'll be joining Dom and Pitbot and those knuckleheads. Points and jump here. So hopefully you guys will join us. I pretty much always take completionist right away. Spell boost is great. Yeah, I don't think I care about that. Spell boost is great. I suppose poison is fine. Liquid courage is great. Salt crystals is great. Voltic Backlash is okay. Be nice to have another offensive thing to like rotate in here. Glue Bomb's good. I think we're just going to take Spell Boost and Glue Bomb. Yeah, it's probably fine. Like it's okay. And then you get a crit. Equipped weapons are all considered spell. Yeah, that's probably fine. What's this? Oh, Obscuring Mist clicky? Yeah, probably pass on that. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. Not my favorite, but I think this will be okay.
Wow, look at this. This is kind of rare, isn't it, for this level? Double slot bracers.
No. Oh, double slot's good. Yeah, go craft on that thing. I don't know what you put on it, but craft something on it. Alright, let's check out the little 2 to 3 stuff. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. That'd be interesting. For this build. Oh, I guess I could put on my Vorpal weapon. Might as well equip something. Oh, our bracers of wind obviously need to be on.
Great.
one necklace can go on.
I think you can craft a level 2 acid.
I'm not worried about it. That stuff will work its way around easily enough sooner than later. That, and we're using the stone ring right now, and that's fine. It'll be fine until we decide to get the level 5 stick anyway. Lana? Hey, Voodoo.
Danger zone.
Unfortunately, it's 2 o'clock here, which is also my quitting time, but we do appreciate you guys coming in, helping us out. We TR'd today. Alchemist won the vote. So we're level 3, and it's about time to get something to eat here. Oh, same stuff, different day. See me. Said it's just about time. Yeah, we 20'd in an Explorer Zone late Saturday morning, I guess. I guess it'd be early Saturday morning. I couldn't sleep, so got up and ran through the Veil and ran through whatever. We only had a rank and a half left, so it went pretty quick. Huh. Do I want to put this bottle on? I suppose it's fine. Let's equip it, why not? Alchemist 1. So we're going to be doing a Bomber Alchemist, and then we may or may not splash or swap occasionally into the Thrower build, just to kind of play with it and see. Yeah, so it'll be good. Alright, everybody, do me a favor and hit the follow button if you're not already following, and if you wouldn't mind also jumping over to youtube.com/SamusGarobo and subscribing over there. I'd really appreciate it. We're trying to grow our YouTube channel this year, so any help that you guys could give would be appreciated. Otherwise, unfortunately, we are going to be wrapping up here pretty quickly. We do 11 to 2, and then today we'll be back at 5 Central Time for hardcore server action. Yeah, this is the... So I did for my Alchemist life to get my completionist feedback, I had already started like a melee bard, and then when Alchemist came out, I just took like 6 or 7 or whatever level, however many levels of Alchemist I needed to get the Alchemist symbol, and then I basically TR'd, but I played it like any other dagger based build, you know what I mean? Why did I should have just teleported here? So I haven't played this version. Hey Mary, how's it going? It's going good. Don't kick me out of the guild. I'll be logging on to the hardcore server later today. I didn't.
Mary, thank you for all the guild buffs and stuff through the hardcore.
Yeah, thanks, Mary. Thank you.
Yeah, I meant to log on yesterday, but I just didn't. I was so tired.
Alright, guys, you guys take it easy. I'm going to do some work around the house for a minute. I'll be back on a little bit later.
Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go mix it up on Kyber. I'll watch you on Hardcore later.
Sounds strong, Tools. Yeah, so, I think we're like 23, 24, somewhere in that ballpark on the hardcore server. And last I looked, I was 10th, but that was before the weekend, so not sure what level we are now. We still have all of our lives. We accomplished all of our goals, except for just like randomly getting high up on the Reaper board now, so we'll see what we can do. I've been doing hardcore in the evenings, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we'll see if we can keep that running on those handful of days each week. We'll go from there. Apparently I gotta turn in some other miscellaneous here. Alright. Unfortunately, like I said, it's time to kind of wrap up for lunch and whatnot. That, and I've only got a handful of hours of sleep, so I think I'm going to try to grab a nap as well. But I do appreciate you guys swinging by. Again, as always, thank you for the raid, Voodoo. I appreciate it, my friend. But we're gonna be bouncing out of here pretty soon. Also, I want to say, if you guys see me put up the thing that says TR Day or anything like that, you might pop over. We vote for my lives. So it's a great way to interact with the stream, is to, you know, kind of help pick out what life you want to see and stuff like that. So it's a fun and interesting way to interact with the stream. Right, so who else is streaming DDO here that needs a little bit of love? Oh, Dom has started streaming. So we'll throw it to Dom. Then, like I said, I'll be back. I'll be back in like 3.5 hours, give or take 3.5 hours, and we'll be joining Dom and Pip and stuff for hardcore servers. So, all right, everybody. Sorry, unfortunately, for the quick come and go, but I have to be a pretty strong stickler on the 2 o'clock ending time, or otherwise I don't get time to take care of everything I need to take care of. So, peace, much love. We'll see you guys before you know it. Toodles.